It's time I tell you the truth. If you're new here, hi, my name is Anna. I make lifestyle content with a focus on wellness and self-development, really sharing my personal journey and basically putting my life on the internet. But there's one key aspect that I've kept hidden from you guys. I live in a basement. Back in 2023, when my now fiance and I decided we want to move in together, we started looking at apartments. However, these rent prices are insane. I mean, $1,800 minimum, and that's in an income restricted community. So my fiance Patrick, he lived with his dad. His room is actually in the basement. So his dad gave us permission to kind of renovate the basement, and we spent weeks scrubbing, painting, organizing, deep cleaning, you name it, to kind of make this space our own. And we are forever grateful for his dad letting us do that. But moving here changed me, and I don't necessarily think for the better. In the house, it was 3 guys and me, and I'm not going to go into too much detail because I want to stay respectful, because at the end of the day, we are grateful to have a roof over our heads. But as you can imagine, 3 guys living together, Patrick being the only one who really cleans, but he also works full time, the house was not maintained. And this was really hard because I went from living in my own apartment where it was very cute and aesthetic, there was tons of windows, tons of sunlight, to moving back in with my parents where my mom has put a lot of time and thought into the house, to then moving into a house that wasn't quite so, has been hard to say the least. And slowly over time, my habits, my energy, just who I am slowly slipped away. I am somebody that my environment plays a huge role in how I feel and how I operate. The more motivating my environment and the people around me are, the more motivated I am. And being somewhere that kind of feels like a dungeon at times with other people who don't care as much, well, you start to care less. Also, as I'm editing this, I just want to point out that I'm not just blaming, like, the reason I'm not my dream self is because of where we live. Obviously, there is self-accountability to be had. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you live, you can either show up for yourself or not. I just think there's something to be said about being in a house that doesn't feel aesthetic or as clean as you want. You don't want to show it on camera. I know that sounds super snobbish, but I know other creators deal with that too. And I always thought to myself, like, oh, this will be easier once we move out, instead of just showing up for myself and doing the darn thing. And that's on me. I started wearing more baggy clothes, wearing my fiance's big t-shirts to bed. I stopped doing my hair and makeup as much. I didn't spend money on new clothes or anything because why spend the money? You get the point. I also had a job that just really burned me out. When you're really burned out, the last thing you're thinking about is going to try a new eyeshadow color. So slowly just my mindset and my ideal self started to fade away until I woke up one day and no longer recognized myself. I became exactly who I didn't want to be, which was just a blob. Not like I became masculine. I stopped doing the things that made me feel feminine, that showed my femininity. I actually started a whole series on my TikTok called There She Glows Again, where I stopped letting my circumstances dictate my identity and become my dream woman, because deep down, my dream self never truly went away. A woman who's creative, who's passionate, who's fun, who's playful, who's present, who's warm. She takes care of herself, she shows her natural beauty and follows her heart. That woman has never gone away. She just got buried deep, and I am slowly digging her out. But this is me bringing it here to YouTube and bringing you guys into this journey of self-development. No, not self-improvement, because this isn't about me becoming better. It's just about becoming me, becoming her, my dream self, showing up in the world the way that I want to show up. And it's funny because I feel like I'm actually turning a page in my life, but truly, like, I'm grabbing the pen that I've been letting somebody else hold and actually writing my story, my version of how I want the world to read me. I've gotten to this point now where I've been stripping away the parts of me that I didn't like and laying the groundwork for a future me. It's definitely something that's going to take time. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight, and it's not something that I feel like I need to rush, for that matter. So if you're also in a phase of life where you feel like you're rebuilding, reconstructing yourself, and you've come to the right place, because we're doing this together. Now that I feel like I've given a whole diary entry to you guys, I thought I would bring you along as we do some habits to become our dream self. First things first, we're gonna make a life list. I recently watched a movie called The Life List, and if you haven't seen this, basically the premise is about a girl whose mom ends up passing away. Apparently when she was 13, she wrote this life list, and in order for her to get her inheritance from her mom, she has to complete all the things on the life list. There was a specific quote from the movie that the mom says, "This is a roadmap to your happiness." That inspired me, that I was like, I should make my own life list. So I thought I would make my own with a couple of rules. This isn't the ultimate life list. Goals can be added or removed at any point if I feel like they no longer align with what I want. There's no right or wrong way for me to do the list. It is a no pressure list. Okay, so since it's like a roadmap, I tried to give it kind of a roadmap travel theme. It kind of looks like a 5-year-old did it. We're just gonna ignore that. On my list, first up, I have a family of my own. I know that sounds weird. It's not like I don't have a family. I just mean like get married and have kids. Next up is getting visible abs. I don't know why. I just want to challenge myself to do that. Next is to reach 100K subs on YouTube. Very big goal, but I know that I can do it. Travel out of the country. I've never left the United States. I don't have a specific place. I just want to get out of the country at least once. And then my last one is to make $1,000 off social media every single month. You know, some people may have like crazier monetary goals. That would be like my definition of I've made it. I left some room if I wanted to add more later on. But we're on our way to Happiness City. Now, when it came to the rest of this video, I told my fiance I was really stumped about what to film. I just posted a video taking you guys through my routine, so I didn't want to bore y'all with the same thing, because essentially to become your dream self, you just keep working in a routine. Then he said, why don't you show yourself doing some of the things on your list? So I had 2 days to film this video, so I was like, no, unfortunately I won't be able to like complete or check anything off of the list in 2 days. But I missed the whole freaking point. It's not about completing the list. It's about working on the list. These aren't gonna happen by tomorrow, but I can start working on them today. So for the rest of the video, that's what we're gonna be doing. First up is working on getting those abs. Abs are made in the kitchen, but they are developed in the gym. So we're gonna head to the gym and do a full body workout. I always get so nervous filming in the gym. I also did bicep curls in rows. I just didn't film that because I hate filming in the main area. Like, I just want to be inconspicuous when I film. I don't want to bug anybody. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, Anna, what does that have to do with abs? We're not done yet. We're gonna head home. We have a treadmill at home, so I'm gonna do my cardio there. So yeah. All right, the next thing isn't really on my life list, but I know that my dream self takes care of herself, so we're gonna have a little 24-hour glow up. Glow up with me in less than 24 hours to prep for my trip to Nashville. First up was a good gym and cardio sweat sesh before taking an everything shower and having a healthy girl lunch of ground turkey, sweet potato, and cottage cheese while watching Gossip Girl, of course. Next, I shaved my face, and this is probably so weird, but I just used a brand new regular razor. I know this looks so weird as I'm editing, but we'll just call it #underconsumption core. Obviously, my skin is struggling, so I went with a Kiehl's deep pore cleansing mask and just put that all over my face, and then use a lip mask for some deep hydration. While I do a face mask, I like to lay down and take a little like nap meditation sesh. Yes, that is a heating pad. No, nothing is wrong with my back. I just think it feels good. Then I went ahead and trimmed and shaped my nails. I also took off the old nail polish off of my toenails. I decided with this light baby pink color. I thought it was very cute and girly. Then I went and did my eyebrows. I like to fluff up my eyebrows first and then just trim them and then pluck off the strays. I always feel so much prettier once I do my eyebrows. The last thing I did was some whitening strips, and now I feel ready for my trip. I just dropped Henry off because, yes, you guys heard it first. We're going to Nashville. We literally leave tomorrow, and I'm vlogging the whole thing for YouTube. So I went ahead and dropped Henry off my parents. They're gonna watch him for the weekend. Last thing for us to do that my best self would do is go edit this YouTube video. Obviously, if I want to hit 100K, then I have to be consistent and be putting out YouTube videos. So let's go edit a YouTube. That's it for this week's YouTube video. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and being here, a part of my journey. And I'll see you in Nashville. Bye.